Well, have you reached that age where, you know what I'm talking about, you find yourself testing the length of your arms to be able to read?
It happens to all of us. As a matter of fact, the need to begin wearing reading glasses regularly usually starts anywhere from the ages of 35 to 40. Now, middle-aged, affluent, and literate colonial Americans imported spectacles from Europe. Guess what? They cost as much as $200 in the early 1700s.
Benjamin Franklin is generally identified by his spectacles and later the bifocals he invented. So we've been looking for a long time for easier ways to see the letters that make up the words.
Yeah, and one of the places we need that the most is on our keyboard, and that's where the Easy Eyes keyboard comes in. 104 keys with letters 4 times bigger with high contrasting colors. You know, if it's supposed to be better, well, we got to put it to the test.
Do you struggle to read the keys on your regular keyboard? Are you constantly hitting the wrong keys by accident? Then you need Easy Eyes, the new large print keyboard that makes typing easy on your eyes and more accurate too. Easy Eyes is ergonomically designed with big, bold print.
Okay, so now you've seen the commercial, and I'd like to introduce you to a new friend of mine. This is Mrs. Hathaway here in Denton. Thank you so much for taking time with us and putting to the test the Easy Eyes keyboard. Do you do a lot online with your computer, with your laptop?
I use it to keep in touch with my family, email back and forth, and research any topic of interest that I want to know a little more about.
Do all that. So, with a standard keyboard, do you have any problems with this?
It's very flat, and I have trouble with my left hand as I get older, more arthritis in it, and I can't use really full touch typing technique on it. So I end up half hunting packing with my left hand. My right hand still remembers how to behave.
Now, you and I talked earlier, and I had to confess that I never learned touch typing, whereas you have. So at the times that the left hand isn't really wanting to cooperate, do you think a keyboard like the Easy Eyes with the yellow keys and big black letters would help?
I think that would be helpful. I really do.
Well, shall we give it a shot and see how well it works?
Sure.
Well, here we go. Tell you what, let me just give you this. And as a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll take it apart on this end and we'll hook her up. As well as the Easy Eyes keyboard, there was also a mouse, which we plugged in. Mrs. Hathaway was more comfortable standing, and she was ready to put it to the test.
Well, what was the thing we always had to use? Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their country.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their country. Did you know that's a variation of the original typing drill phrase from a teacher named Charles Weller, because it exactly fills out a 70-space line if you put a period at the end.
This feels more like the old-fashioned keyboards.
Do you like that better?
Yeah, you definitely know you're pushing a key down.
As far as visibility, does that seem to work out okay?
Mm-hmm. No problem with visibility at all. For whatever reason, it's easier to use the left-hand part of the keyboard.
All right, so Mrs. Hathaway, you've put it to the test, the Easy Eyes keyboard. What do you think?
I think it's an interesting keyboard. Colorful. No, but it responds to your touch very nicely.
Okay, so you've put it to the test. Would you buy it?
I might consider buying it. I probably would. I asked my son's advice first.
He's a computer guru?
Yeah, I would want his advice and consent, but I think he probably would approve of it.
There you go. The Easy Eyes keyboard for $8.99 actually comes with 2 keyboards and 2 mice, whatever. The Easy Eyes keyboard works on both Macs and PCs, by the way, and online they say it's even spill resistant. So in other words, if you spill your drink on it, it runs right through and just keeps on working.
Now, do you have to like load up into your computer drivers and,
no.
software and stuff like that?
Plug it in, you're good to go.
Plug and go.
Plug and go.
How about
So,
that? My
worth a
dad
try.
has one. He likes it.
Yeah?
Well, one test down. Now it's on to the next one this afternoon. Up next on Delmarva Life, we're putting WBOC's Alice Davis and Paul Butler to the test in a 5-minute recipe challenge. 5 minutes, 2 recipes, 1 team wins. Stick around to see who it'll be.
And a little bit later on, Brian's getting tested too on the ice. He's going to get a lesson in curling. Can't wait to see this one. Delmarva Live will be right back.